Akagami no Shirayuki Hime Snow White with the Red Hair, Episode 1. Quick first impressions. No, the title doesn't deceive you. Yes, there is heavy inspiration from the actual fairy tale Snow White in this series. Is it highly original in and of itself, and it's a carbon copy of Snow White? No, it's definitely original. The plot line, we're gonna have ourselves quite the endearing romance shoujo, fantasy kind of medieval setting deal. And it definitely has this fairy tale air to it. Definitely, different nods to Snow White and the actual progression from the plot line, the symbolism with the apples and the progression of what happens in this episode. Shirayuki's character herself, some of the dialogue, the relationship with Zen that's starting to bud in this episode. So definitely a lot of nods to Snow White. I'll get back to that later, but honestly, just my first raw impressions of this episode, it's gonna be beautiful. I was stunned. It was stunning with this first episode. Just the formal aspects across the board. The visuals, the first thing that caught me. When we see Shirayuki and it pans out on the kingdom at the beginning of this episode, I'm just like, dude, the design, the fantasy world that's created, the air, the aesthetic, the color palettes, the vibrancy of everything. I'm like, dude, just the air that's created along with the soundtrack, which this OST is beast, dude. This composition, beautiful, and it creates this serious, fairy tale air that's kind of deviates and is different than all these other kind of fantasy romance shoujos that have been about. And I think that this has the potential to be on that Yona level. And we all know Yona was beast. Yona's amazing, right? I feel like it has the potential to be on that Yona level, but only more romance-focused than, that progression. Hopefully this series, though, if it is going to continue with the inspiration of the Snow White vibe and go down that route, because, even Zen mentioned something about dwarves and everything like that. Hopefully it goes with the original fairy tale and it is a little bit darker at the very least, or even if not, and it's just an endearing, romance, and it's all about the romance between, Shirayuki and Zen and, the political aspect of the kingdoms and everything like that. Even if it goes down that route, it's going to be beautiful. I just want more drama in the relationship than that. But I feel like we're already spoiled, and we've, with the title, Shirayuki Hime, we already know that she's going to, end up being princess and everything like that, I feel like. So, we'll see how it goes, but I was blown away. The air of this definitely just so refreshing. I felt when I was getting introduced to this episode and just feeling out the vibe and the character models and everything, I'm like, this looks beautiful. This fairy tale, this fairy tale air that's created, I almost felt like I was watching a Studio Ghibli film or a Makoto Shinkai film. I'm like, dude, this is beautiful. It's absolutely, the aesthetic that Bones is creating right here, it's nice. And the animation quality as well, the fluidity, the character model movements. When I saw Raj kind of groveling in front of Zen, and he's kind of moving back and forth, when I was like, dude, Bones is going in that top tier quality. This series is beautiful in terms of the formal aspects and how it looks, the direction, the animation, the music, the pacing of this first episode. And I like the writing. I like the inspiration from the Snow White setting, how they use the apple and everything, the poison, the symbolism of it representing, Shirayuki's character, and just how deep it was for that to be the start of the romance between her and Zen, for, the bruised apple, and he eats it. Just how the depth to that symbolism, so simple, yet at the same time really deep. I'm like, yo, I like this first episode. The vibes that I'm getting from this series. Shirayuki's an amazing character. I love all the characters. Zen is badass as fuck. I think he's a beast prince. Just his actions throughout the entire this episode, I can see him, growing into a beast character. I like his, attendants, Kiki, and whatever the other dude's name is, Matsuhide or something like that. The kind of character models, it's not quite, it's a little bit different. It almost reminds me of, and also, speaking to the air of the series as well, it almost reminds me I'm playing a Tales game, except, more romance-focused, with the setup and the characters and the way they look and the design and everything like that. So, overall, dude, I was really feeling this first episode. If you want, a fantasy kind of medieval setting, romance shoujo, kind of getting into, more fairy tale territory with this Snow White inspiration, which sounds beast to me. If you like romance shoujo, this is nice. This is going to be a nice series. It definitely has a lot of potential. I've heard, good reviews about the manga and a lot of people talking, saying great things about the manga. So if Bones adapts this properly, this could be on that Yona level. And if you know what that means, if you watched Yona, it could be beast as fuck. Shirayuki definitely, for me, as a character, has the potential to be on Yona's level, on, somebody like the Virgin Maria's level, and things of that nature. So I'm interested to see how it goes, dude. I'm interested to see how it goes. If she can get on that Yona level, you know, the Virgin Wish Maria, if she can get on that level too, it's gonna be a B series. But I don't know. Let me know if you guys want me to review this, you know, weekly. I don't know if I really want to do it. I feel like this is something that I just want to marathon, and I might hoard episodes. Apparently, they already got a Core 2 slated for next year, so this is probably going to run 12 episodes, and then the second core will run next year. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, right now, I feel like I just want to watch more of it, so that's why I feel this kind of marathon vibe to the series. And I might end up doing that, but we'll see. I'll play it by ear. If enough of you want me to do the reviews and keep watching it weekly, I'll probably do that. But this episode, dude, Zen's character, I love the dude. Shiryuki's character is amazing. The progression, how everything unfolded. I'm looking forward to see how this series goes and to see the romance develop between Zen and Shiryuki and everything like that. Hopefully they get into a lot of, you know, political aspects between the kingdoms and stuff like that too, because I'm a sucker for shit like that. You know, I'm sure there's going to be some battles here and there. It's going to be a good series. It's going to be a good series. I really enjoyed this first episode. Overall, though, the air that's created with it is something that's wholly unique. This kind of fairy tale vibe that is almost, and the visuals is almost movie tier, dude. It's one of the most visually stunning series that I've seen this season so far. So definitely check this first episode out. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you'd like me to continue reviewing this series. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll probably do this. I'm looking for one series to review on Mondays. I still haven't watched Chaos Dragon or Jitsu wa Watashi wa. I'm going to watch those now, and I'm probably going to pick out of those. And right now, I don't see either of those beating this for what I would like to review most, but we'll see. I mean, this seems like a marathon series for me personally, so we'll see how it goes. But let me know your thoughts, and I'm out. Peace.